Hola. From the west side. It is me, DC the Purple Diva. Welcome to Not So Random Chat. Happy Sunday, y'all. First day of daylight savings time. Did you miss that hour last night? Surprisingly, this time I didn't miss it. I don't know, but it'll probably hit me tomorrow because usually the first Monday after, I kind of feel it that first day. But you guys, the state that I live in voted to get rid of this crap. Pick a time and stick to it. But, it takes an act of Congress in order for a state to stop participating in daylight savings time. Isn't that crazy? That the government controls what time it is where you are. Oh, except for, hey, 50 plus. Thank you for coming through before bed. I know I'm a lady. I'm late for you guys. I try. I'm going to come on more often in the daytime, but on the weekends, yeah, it's a little rough. Especially on Sundays after church. But I'm glad you stopping through. So, I don't know when California is going to get rid of this going back and forth an hour. Probably with 45 in office right now, it's not going to happen because he's not for us. He is not for us at all. So, we are dealing with the hour for the time being. I just think it's stupid because we are not an agricultural country. So therefore, we don't need to be doing this. It's just ridiculous. We don't need to, stick to a time and deal with it. Arizona does it. I think Hawaii doesn't participate. It's a couple of other states that don't even participate in daylight savings time. But you guys, in coronavirus news, Italy is now the country with the next highest amount of people who have been diagnosed with the coronavirus, next to our friend China. And I say that sarcastically. So it's in the hundreds of thousands over in China. And in Italy, it's like 75,000 people. 75,000 people. I guess that's why they've opted to shut down the schools and the universities. That is insane, though. And what I'm trying to figure out, why so many people in Italy have it. I mean, was there a huge population of Italians that were in China, doing the Festival of the Lights? Just wondering. Not making a whole bunch of sense to me. Not making a whole bunch of sense to me that there's so many cases there. It's just very, very strange as to the demographics of where the cases are outside of mainland China. It's just very interesting how that's going. you know, and we continue to deal with the cases that seem to be ever growing here in the U.S. I think the state of Washington and New York are the ones that have the highest counts. That's what I'm saying. How is it spreading so fast? And then it's just really odd to me, like on that the boat that's the cruise ship that's off of the state of California, there's over 3,500 passengers on there, plus another 1,100 crew, and they had only screened 45 people, and of the 45 people, 22 of them have it. That's the first 45 people they screened. So they're going to have to screen all of these people. And if 22 of them have it, let's just say that it's probably 222 of them have it. They've been quarantined on this ship all this time. People couldn't leave their rooms. So people who didn't have it probably are going to have it by the time they get off that ship. My theory is that this was in somebody's petri dish in a lab. They strengthened a older version of the coronavirus, and it's stronger than they thought it would be. Now, who their target was is really interesting, since it originated in China. But to me, it feels like it's biological warfare, because this thing can be on surfaces for days, and it has up to 10 to 14 days. I don't know. Hey, Matt. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not worried about me getting it. I'm covered by the blood. But, there are people who are in fear right now. There are people who are terrified, as you well know, because people have emptied the shelves, of the masks that aren't going to protect you from, this, from this thing. If you're a healthy person, what are you putting on a mask for? If nobody around you has it, if you're not even in a state where it is, or in the vicinity of people, what are you doing? Just, continue to follow, best practices with, cleanliness. Wash your hands often. Don't handle food and then, not wash your hands. Don't go to the bathroom and then not wash your hands. These are just, normal things that people should be doing anyway. Don't necessarily shake everybody's hand. A lot of people just deserve a dap. Just pound. They can just do the pound like the Obamas. That's it. Fist pound. Hey, Tatted Hearts.
Just watch.
Oh my goodness. I don't even want to see that. Stop it. That's J-Lo. J-Lo and her fiance are switching clothes and doing videos. Did they do it on TikTok? Probably some TikTok stuff they did.
That was ESPN. Wow.
2 people at your school have the coronavirus, Tatted Hearts? Oh, see, that's not cool. Wow. So are they giving you guys the option of doing school online? Or have they gotten those people off the campus? That's not good. Is it students that had it? That's crazy. See, they keep getting more cases of this stuff. It's like a daily drill. Every day, we have more cases. Hey, Miss Mahogany. How are you? We were just talking about the fact that New York has, I think, next to Washington. No, actually, New York has the most amount of reported confirmed corona cases right now. But Washington has had some deaths. It's getting crazy with this virus. You know, and it acts like a cold for the most part. So most people, you know, who were in good health, you know, are able to, you know, to get through it, but they still have to go to the hospital. You know, it's that serious. This is some biological warfare. I'm telling you, because that's, to me, that's the only thing I can think, because why would China wait over a month to say anything? Why? You know, because during that month, people were going to and fro from China to other countries. Now, I don't know. Does Italy do a huge amount of business with China? Or do we have a whole lot of Chinese nationals that live in Italy? I don't know what it is, because it's just very, very odd that there's so many people in Italy. 75,000 confirmed cases, y'all. 75,000 cases. I mean, I'm just saying. Oh, there was a dance. Wow. But you guys are on the same campus, though. Do you guys share classrooms? Hey, Terry. Do you guys share any classrooms with them? Okay, no problem, Terry. You know, that's the thing. As long as they stay away from you, from the students at your school. But the thing is that I'm sure that the parents of the students at the other school are concerned. See, now it's on campuses with kids. That's just crazy, y'all. I mean, we're talking about, you know, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds, but still. And how the heck are we coming up with kids getting it? How are we coming up with kids? Now we have kids getting it. Here. Because most of the cases were all adults. Now children have it. Y'all. Even if they're teenagers. So. Are you serious, Miss Mahogany? They're mad because Africans weren't affected. Well, they weren't immune to Ebola. So why would you wish something else on the continent? I'm like, that's just crazy. People are upset that people didn't. It didn't. Okay, so one of the people that, so there are people that are African that are in Italy, but I'm just like, I mean, that have been affected with it. But here's my thing: why is there so many cases in Italy? They're nowhere near China. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So what? There's been a rush of Chinese nationals to Italy. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. It's just weird, that so many people have it in Italy. And I'm very happy that, there's not some crazy amount of cases in the United States. And I pray that it stays low where it is and people's fears are alleviated, despite, the person that they have over it, the vice president. So we're going to see how he's going to handle these people that are off the coast, because, he is handling that thing with that cruise line. California does not want it, don't want to touch it. And they're off the coast of Northern California. But yeah, that's the way we handled it. Sorry, you can't come to port here until we know what you have. He lives in South Africa, but no Africans have it. Oh, the guy is from Italy, but he lives in South Africa. Oh, well, he got it in Italy then. Thankfully, everyone in South Africa is immune to it. That's a wonderful thing. Maybe those little urban legends about this coronavirus that are going around are true, that some people are immune to it. Because when they be messing with genetics, y'all, I'm telling you, they do stuff to things for genetic selection. And some things are geared to specific genetics. I mean, because think about this. And this is like maybe a bizarre example, but think about the fact that of how that blood disease hemophilia came about. Y'all know how it came about, right? Incest. And it just kept passing along because it corrupted the blood, made the blood very weak. And it mutated. But I think that they are doing some genetic selecting with this specific thing. I don't know why these keep connecting. My headphones keep connecting to my phone, and so I can hear. So I can't have to keep turning down the volume on my phone, so we don't have any back noise. So the guy went, and his family went back to Italy for vacation, and he brought it back with him. Oh, well, that's because don't nobody want to catch what they got. Why would they? I mean, that would be a nightmare to get this spreading all over the continent of Africa. You know? I mean, you saw what happened with that Ebola stuff. The medical systems over there could not handle that. And I know this is not the same kind of thing, but no. Thankfully, this isn't airborne. Thankfully, it's not airborne. That's the one thing we can, you really have to be in close contact with someone with it in order to get it.
Not airborne yet.
Yeah, that's true. Not airborne yet. Okay.
Watch your mouth.
I'll give you that. It's not airborne though.
Yeah.
We're gonna speak that it's never gonna get airborne. Hey Mitchie, how are you? Hey Zero. Haven't seen you in a minute, Mitchie. How is stuff up in NoCal? Are you in the area where that cruise liner is off the shore at? Oh yeah, that's my guy, Zero. Yeah, that was my guy talking. David's upstairs. Yeah, that was not my voice, y'all. I might have a husky voice, but it's definitely not masculine. No, they heard you. They can hear you.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, okay, so you're not in that area though. Oh, Vallejo. That's where Michael Cooper's from. That's where the Confunction's from, Vallejo. That's one of those facts I keep in my head. Confunction's from Vallejo. See, I said David's name. He's on his way down the stairs. But David has a deep voice too. Hey, Dave.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Yep, we're on live right now. Yeah. Say hi to YouTube.
YouTube.
So, yep. Now that was David. David has a baritone voice. I can imagine Michi, because down here, same thing. And there's like a Costco like near me. They've been out of, Costco's been out of stuff. Been out. And isn't that ironic, y'all? Because y'all know that Costco is a Chinese-owned company, right? Y'all do know that, right? But that's where everybody's going and getting all their supplies from. Isn't that ironic? Come on, let's laugh about that. It's funny. What do y'all think Costco stands for? I wonder do people not realize that Costco is owned by the Chinese? Yeah, David, that was David that just said hello. Miss Mahogany gave you a cyber hug. She gave you a hug. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Target. I'm telling you, I'm like, people are not thinking about that. You know, because I was thinking about when people were like going through the shelves in the Costco's, and in my head, I'm thinking, don't they know that Costco is owned by the Chinese? I know. I don't think they are even thinking about that fact that company is owned by the Chinese. So you're rushing in there and you're grabbing all your stuff. You're grabbing all those masks and all that stuff from there. I'm just saying. Think about it, people. Think about it. Hey, DOD. Yeah, I don't think people know. They probably are not thinking about the fact. I'm like, where do you think all the stuff at Costco is coming from? Where y'all think it's coming from? It's coming from China. I mean, don't y'all know the names, the brand names in there? That it's you know, that's their Americanized names for these companies. But everything's coming from China. That's how they're able to sell that stuff in bulk at those lower prices. People just need to think about it. They need to educate themselves. And I don't know what other states the Costco is in other than California. Let me just say that. But they're real popular in California. And it's a Chinese-owned company. You know, I'm sure they're in some states that are close to here. I'm sure that they aren't just here. I mean, but you know, Sam's Club has the same stuff. You know, hopefully they're not getting their stuff from China. That's all I can tell you. But Sam's Club is owned by Walmart. Oh, wow. Somebody's saying stuff about Uppity Unicorn again. They need to leave that girl alone. She is over here. She's minding her business, leaving other people alone. She's not bothering nobody. She is minding her business. She's minding her business, creating content. Lady Snoop. I've seen the name around. I don't know that person. I'm sure that Ledford does, though. Yeah, I'm sure. You have Sam's Club, Terry. Yeah. I don't think that they get their stuff from China because it's an American-owned company, especially, you know, in this particular situation. And I know they do have Sam's Club also here in California. So I'm just saying, right now, probably not a good time to go to Costco. In whatever state you're in, if there's a Costco, that's probably not where you want to be going and getting your stuff from. Yeah, Sam's Club is what I'll say is better right now. You know? I'm just saying. Because, once again, the coronavirus was going on for over a month before they let any of us know about it. So that means that stuff was coming over from China to the Costco's all over the country. Now, I'm not saying it's on those things. I'm just saying if a country has a huge outbreak, like, I don't know, there's some ridiculous number of people who are infected in China. So that being said, I'm not saying to blacklist Costco. I'm just saying to beware of what you're buying from Costco, if that's where you're going. Hey, uppity. So somebody was talking about you, uppity. Did you know that? I don't even know that chick though. So doesn't really matter what she's saying. They all say the same old stupid stuff. It gets old after a while. In my head, I'm like, can't black women just get along? What is the problem? What is the problem? You know? We're all out here doing our own thing. Oh, Lady Snoop TV. I don't even watch her. I don't know who she is. I think she has a big channel though. Lady Snoop TV. This person doesn't even know you. So she doesn't even know you. She was only interested in humiliating you. That's just crazy. Folks just get messy, y'all. So it's about, let me come back to chat. No. I'm just reading. Wow. Yeah, and I don't even know the specifics of that situation. I know, Nicole was going through some stuff. She's gone through a lot of stuff too. YouTube has not been kind. Really, Miss Mahogany? Hey, Miss Tutu Thing Thing. Are they still talking about that? Are they still talking about that, uppity unicorn? Hey, 1SP. Thank you so much for liking and sharing. That's just jealousy. and you don't have anything to prove. So it's like I don't even understand why are you even being brought up anymore? You know, I mean, I'm just wondering. That doesn't even make any sense. I'm like, who's still talking? Why is this even still being talked about? I don't see you over there bothering those people. So why are you even being brought up? That just doesn't even make any sense. You are doing your own thing. I would just ignore it and keep it moving. You don't owe any explanations, and don't try to. Don't try to reason with somebody when, you know, maybe you're being brought up for clicks and views. I don't know. That's not your problem. You're minding your business, uppity unicorn. So as long as you're minding your business, that's on them. Like, don't y'all have other things to do? Do what you got to do. Do what you have to do. You know. It's just stupid, though. I mean, I don't even understand why it's still being talked about. I'm just saying. It's like, you moved on. You're not dealing with the issues. And whoever's in the clouds, please come out the clouds. Thank you. I just don't understand. Just do you. Continue to do you. Continue to grow your channel. And, you know, I mean, if people are putting your name in their titles to help them with their channel, you know, make sure that they're not on there defaming you. If, you know, do what you have to do. You know, I like your channel, and you're minding your own business over here. That's what I see. I mean, I don't go to his channel. I'm not on his channel. I mean, so, but, and then I haven't seen him in your chat. Of course, if he was in your chat under a troll account, I wouldn't even know anyway. So, but I see you minding your business and leaving other people alone, and I don't understand why you're being brought up. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, just continue to do your own thing. There's plenty of other places to go on YouTube. Uppity unicorn. I wouldn't even. There's too much drama over there. There's too much drama over there. Too much drama. And I already told you guys about all the toxicity. So stay away from the toxic folk. I don't even understand why people are involving people who are not part of this YouTube stuff into everything, you know. talking about people's dead parents, talking about their live parents, talking about their kids, talking about their aunties, their uncles, you know, their husbands. I don't get it. You know, it's like y'all don't even know each other. So why do people feel a need to personally assault someone? You know, and see, you know, y'all already know how I feel about people misusing developmental disabilities as an insult. Y'all know how I feel about that. It's not cool. It's like, look, if a person has one and you're trying to use it as an insult towards them, it's not cool in that case either. I'm getting flustered. In that case either. And then if the person does not have one and then you're using a developmental disability to insult them, it's not cool. Then either why do you do this kind of stuff? I'm like name calling and stuff. It's like, I mean, we
Then y'all blocking folks out already?
aren't we adults over here? That's my thing. It's like, what are you doing? I find it offensive. Personally, I personally find it offensive. You know, y'all know my story. My son has a developmental disability, you know, a real one, you know, that affects his life. You know, so I don't like it being tossed up. And then there are YouTubers. There's quite a few YouTubers that have it. It's just offensive. I mean, you have to be intelligent enough to find other things, other adjectives that you can use. You know? It's just crazy to me. But don't let these people be messing with you. Just continue to build your platform and don't let them bait you. Don't let them bait you up the unicorn, because that's what it's about. Baiting you, you know, so they can get a bunch of folk in their chat, you know. It's like if I have to do all that kind of crazy stuff to get a bunch of people in my chat, then do I really want those people in my chat? Do I really want those people in my channel? Especially with what my subject matter is. I don't have time for that kind of drama. You know, and it's just so juvenile to me. I mean, we're grown women. And it's just crazy to me how Black women just don't seem to be able to get along. You know, and people find ways to pit each other against each other. And, you know, it's either, you know, they bring up people's sizes, you know, they talk about what people, you know, look like facially and everything, you know, and bring up skin color, you name it. It becomes part of the conversation, you know, for insults. Child, nobody's your friend on YouTube up at the unicorn. These people, everybody's out. It seems like everybody's out for themselves to try to get people to watch their videos. You know, sensationalism. What is that really about? Is that what everybody's on Black YouTube for? To spew hate, to talk about each other? It is ignorance to me, but I'm too old for that stuff. I don't have time for this. That's why I don't even deal with it. I don't go around when they're having their shout matches, when they call each other names, this, that, and the other. I don't have time for that. It's toxic and it's fruitless. What's it doing? How's it going? What is it going to change? It's not going to do anything. It just makes everyone look negative. Yep, I'd do that too if I were you, up the unicorn. I don't know. Clicks are for high school. I'm not in high school. I don't do clicks. You know, shoot. In a few years, I will be 60 years old. And so I'm definitely not on none of the dumb stuff. Definitely not on the dumb stuff. You know, I'm trying to build up this YouTube channel, trying to write books, doing plays, trying to get everything together, because eventually I'm going to start a nonprofit for my son in regards to autism in the arts, so that I can get more people who are on the spectrum involved in artistic things. And I'm talking about not just like, painting and drawing and everything. I'm talking about acting and singing, photography, everything, visual arts, all of that. That's the road that I'm trying to move to. So I don't have no time for no BS on YouTube where people just don't know how to get along. It's just ridiculous to me. Grown as women. Is like, really, y'all? And the sad thing is that it's just all over it's all over YouTube, because y'all know there's all this mess going on with some of the bigger channels. They got, Neek at Night and Tasha K, trying to come at each other. Just ridiculous. Don't get drawn into it. It's only going to pull you down. I'm trying to do what I got to do, I mean, yeah, it's but if I come into some serious money, that's what it's for. Because every year there are more and more people with autism that are aging out of the system. And not all parents are like me. Not all parents still have their kids at home. Some of those kids go into group homes, or they just hand them over to the state as adults. If they're not, able to go out and get a job, or they're not going to go to college, that kind of stuff. It's sad, but it's the truth. It's sad, but it's the truth. And it's a whole lot of Black boys that are among that number. I have a friend who personally has 2 group homes with boys that are on the spectrum. Young men, shall I say, because they're not boys. They're grown. They're over the age of 18. But she has group homes where she's helping them so that they can get to where they can get careers. She's doing that with her group homes and everything because their parents didn't. You know what, Miss Mahogany, uppity Both you and Uppity Unicorn just sound like you're educated women. Period, point blank. You just sound educated. It's okay, because for many, many years, in corporate America, because even though I work from home, I'm still in corporate America. As a voice on the phone, they didn't know what I was. They didn't know what I was until they actually saw me come into offices. I've been in positions all the way up to an SVP, and some people didn't know that I was Black till they saw me. I remember when I worked for a company that had an office in New York, and I was here in California. I would talk to all these people in New York on the phone. And then when I finally went to go visit the office, because I knew most of them were Black. And I knew that they didn't know I was Black. So when I came out there, me and another Black woman who was also in upper management came out to that office, they were like shocked that we were Black. They said, "Wow, I didn't know you were." I said, "Why? Because you couldn't tell when you heard me on the phone?" I was like, "But I knew you were Black." But it's most of the time we can tell. But we know how to sound, like we have a good command of the English language. We know how to speak without using phonics, and that's not a bad thing. And you can be able to speak like that and still be street and get down with the get down. You just know when to turn it off and when to turn it on. It gives you an advantage. Gives you an advantage. I've done voiceover work because I had, because when I did the radio stuff, I had the right kind of voice. So, and you can't do voiceover work if you don't have a good command of the English language. Means that you just, you don't really sound like you're white or Black. You're just, speaking words. What difference does it make? I don't even care, so it doesn't even matter. Nobody is paying my bills on YouTube. Oh yeah, Hollywood Shuffle. Y'all remember Hollywood Shuffle? Think about that. In Hollywood Shuffle, that's when Hollywood, you had white people telling Black people that they weren't Black enough, that they didn't speak Black enough, because it's stereotypical for us not to speak good English. Stereotypical for us not to be able to speak good English. So, who cares? I don't care if I don't sound Black. I am Black. That's all that really matters. That's the way I look at it. I don't even care. I love my Black skin, and I would just love if our sisters on YouTube and on social media, period. People get just crazy on social media. I mean, because they become keyboard bandits. They say what they want to say in on the keys, or they hide behind the avatars on here. Some of them do show their face. Doesn't really matter. But it's like, what is the point of dissing somebody else? Finding fault in someone else. You know, what's the point? Trying to tear someone else's self-esteem down. Not good. And y'all know, and here's the ironic thing. Today, for those of you who don't know, was International Women's Day. Meanwhile, on these YouTube streets, women were tearing each other down all day long. All day long it was going on International Women's Day. That's what today was. Oh, thank you, Terry. I mean, that's just insane to me. It's International Women's Day, and there are women tearing each other down, calling each other everything but a child of God on YouTube. And it's Sunday. Just crazy. And if y'all think I'm lying about it being International Women's Day, go look it up. It was. It still is here in California on the West Coast. Still is. We got about another hour. You know, there was lots of things going on all over the world, celebrating International Women's Day, you know, all kinds of positive things, girl power and everything. And sisters
is still throwing shots at each other.
Exactly. And sisters on here just tripping about some crazy old stuff. Sisters on here doing on some crazy stuff. And I'm just like, come on, y'all. We can be better than this. And I'm not even involved in none of this stuff. I just wish, things would just be more positive and we don't have none of this. It was quiet for a minute. And then it wasn't today. It wasn't. On International Women's Day. Isn't that ironic, y'all? Isn't that ironic? Meanwhile, we cussing each other out on YouTube. So, on a happier note, as soon as I figure out how to do it, I'm going to share something on my Facebook page for Chronicles of an Artsy Autism Mom. So those of you who are on Facebook can go check it out. It will be like a kind of a commercial for the play that I'm in. So you guys can see everybody that's in the play. So if you're on Facebook, you can see that. Now, for the two of you who are actually Facebook friends with me, y'all can see the same information that's already up on my page. But I'm going to post it on my Facebook page for my YouTube page. So you guys can see that. And see, in this play, we have a bunch of Black women who are working together. And I'm going to tell y'all, we've had the same kind of stuff going on, in the real world where, people are backstabbing, turning people against the person that's putting out this wonderful play that we're going to be in, and it's still going to happen. I'm like, haters, women, mad about stupid stuff or convinced that they were wrong, and just spouting poison. Now, thankfully, they're not, calling each other names and everything, but they might as well be because, when you start, spewing hate about somebody, it's the same thing. And, you know, y'all know what I say. My theory is, you know, God does not like ugly. He don't like it. You don't, you know, International Women's Day. International Women's Day is a day to promote women and the power of being a woman, you know, and all of the things that we've accomplished. Y'all do know that March is also Women's History Month, too.
I was throwing shade.
This is different than Mother's Day, yeah. Because Mother's Day is not celebrated all over the world. It's celebrated in a few countries, but you know that's an American-made holiday. As was Father's Day and Grandparents' Day. Yeah, we make up these holidays over here. Yeah, it's just funny to me, you know. All this crap is going on, and I just was laughing about it. I'm like, it's International Women's Day, and we can't even hold it together. You know, just sad. But it's all good. Because y'all know we keep the woosah over here. You know. But I always know what's going on. You know. You have to, because you got to be aware of the currents on YouTube when you come on here, and especially at the time of night I come on. I like to know what's going on out on YouTube streets, just to kind of know what the vibe is out there. So I kind of know what people have been dealing with who've been out there in these YouTube streets all day. And this is just the kick it. This is the kick it chat. You know, we talk about a lot of different things, but we don't hate on each other. We don't call women out of their names. We don't do anything other than uplifting sisters and brothers and everybody else in this chat. I don't have time for no hate. Don't do it. You know.
I do. Hate.
Y'all
all day.
Y'all listening to him. He's silly.
Shade and hate. And that's what I do.
He's on some thug life stuff. I told you, he's playing some game, thug life.
That life.
It's about that thug life.
That life.
He done lost his mind. He done lost his mind. Exactly, to think. Exactly. I've got so much more to do with my time. Let me come on, because we are over an hour. I'm about to shut it down. Hey guys, how are y'all? How's everybody doing? Let me see. Put my phone down. Okay. I got a goon on deck. I don't know. He's from Chicago, y'all. So watch out. I had to get my skirt together. How are you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Happy International Women's Day to all the women out there. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it, as always. Let me get this thing back together. There we go. As always, I appreciate you guys coming through. Thank you for listening to me vent about these YouTube streams. I just want things to be better, though, guys, you know? I do. I don't get involved in the mess, but, you know, it's just very disappointing when it, you know, it starts. I mean, you know, we all got to do better. That's how I feel. But I will see you guys. Thank you guys for coming. As always, we're going to give y'all some peace, 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 and blessings from the West Side, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.